Hello viewers, welcome. My name is Vitalis Mbanda and I'm an African from Africa. That's my physical location on a spot on earth where you can find me. I particularly come from Nairobi. I'm a Christian and I'm born again. What I wanted to share with you today is something very important. That we have a birthright. All human beings who have breath in them have a birthright. And the window of opportunity you have to get into your inheritance is the time actually when you're still breathing and your mental faculties are working. And can you be able to know between good and bad? God has a deal for you. And the deal that is on the table is eternal life and your salvation and the ability to become righteous, just as the living God is righteous. Now, this is not something you stumble on across unless somebody who has taken his place in the inheritance tells you. And it is my responsibility, because I've taken my place as a child of God, to tell you that you need to come in. And the time is now. We all worship those who believe there is a God. And those who don't believe there is a God, I don't know what they do. But the rest of us who believe in God, you have to worship one way or the other. There must be something that you worship. And that object of your worship is what you need to be sure of. Because I have no idea that there is a deity. I have no idea that there is a God you can worship on your own terms. That doesn't happen in all jurisdictions of deity. You have to worship God, whatever it is you worship, according to the divinations that that God has put in place. I worship the living God. And I can tell you how I worship. In fact, it's a very big bone of contention how we worship. Because as Christians, the only thing that puts differences between us is just the way each individual Christian worships. And if you get a group of people who call themselves by a specific name, that name correlates very much to how they worship. Because that's what makes the difference between all these Christians. And if you were to standardize the way we worship, where if you do it this way, then you are, there would be no divisions between Christians. Unfortunately, the worship arena has no steps. The worship arena is open. The worship arena allows for mediocrity. It allows for excellence. It allows for lukewarmness. It allows for being hot. It allows for being cold. So you have to decide today. I can introduce you to the God I worship. The God I worship is called our Heavenly Father, the creator of heaven and earth and the seas and all that is in them. And He is a living God. He is a good God. He's a loving God. But the other side of His coin is that He's a holy God. He's a righteous God. And His eyes cannot be set on anything that is wicked, on anything that is unrighteous. Fortunately for us, if you heed the call to get into your inheritance, the first thing that God does is to give you the gift of righteousness. You become righteous as He is. And you get into a point where you abhor the other thing. You abhor what defiles. You abhor what is unrighteous. And the definition of what you call sin is all unrighteousness is sin. And the unrighteousness can manifest in several stages. It can, first of all, it manifests just as sin, which is a thought. And from there, it can go to action without going into the higher ground of sin. The higher ground of sin is iniquity, which is basically a mindset. And a mindset puts you in a position where from there you breed the sin, the act, the thoughts, the thinking, the initiation, everything. So my call to action today is that you have to find a God. If you have already found one, you have to be sure that that God is real. The God is living. And the communication between you and him or her, that communication needs to be a communication that is mutual. You can talk to him or her, and he can talk to you, or she can talk to you, or it can talk to you if it is a it. Because it all makes logic that if he's a God, God is a creator, and he created you, you must have an understanding that that God must be having life, if he's able to impart life upon you. I'll stop there until the next time when I'm able to bring more content to you. So you can stay tuned on my channel for more content like this. And getting to know God, getting to get into your inheritance is a journey. And I tell you for free, the living God has availed salvation to all mankind. All mankind. You are a candidate. I am a candidate. Those children who are yet to be born are candidates. Those who have gone without acknowledging this fact, unfortunately, the door is closed. The door is closed. But you still have time because you have breath in you. And you can think about what I'm telling you. In the name of the living God, let the peace of God be upon you. Until next time, bye.